fade away.
Hello lads, it's me, Benny, back again with Steve's One Piece. It's the only relevant game right now, because I can't find any other games. And I'm out of ideas. Let's just record this video, shall we? In this video, I'll show and explain what the different fruits are in this game. Let me just close the chat, shall we? And hello, shout out to all these people, very nice people. Join my Discord, and you can play with me and all that, and join giveaways. Yes, very good, very good, very good. Now let's move on. We'll first start with the common fruits, then we move on to the uncommon, and then rare. There's 21 fruits in this game. Yes, 21 fruits in this game. So there's a lot to explain. So I'll keep it short. The first common fruit I will talk about is the Moa no Mi, Mormon fruit. It's a paramecia type fruit, and it looks pretty. It's brown. It's a brown fruit, and it is the shape of a head. It's a really bad fruit, I must say, so I don't quite like it, and I don't quite like it as well. I'll rate this fruit a 1 out of 10. Yeah, not really good. The next fruit I'm going to talk about is the Suke no Mi, the clear fruit. This fruit is a paramecia type fruit, and it looks like it's a transparent kind of look, and you can see through it, and it's quite hard to see, and it's useless. It's basically purely useless because it's one move. Only one move is just become invisible. That's it. It's so bad. It's like and people with observation haki, they can see you with the blue effect. It's useless. It's basically useless. I rate this one a 0 out of 10. It's just no, it's just nah. The next fruit I've talked about is the Bara no Mi, the chop fruit. So the Bara no Mi, it's the chop fruit. It's a paramecia type fruit, and it looks like a pineapple, but with very circular-ish patterns. It's pretty good in farming, I would say. Not really good for combat. It's mainly used for crowd control farming, like I did in my showcase. So yeah, you should watch the showcase and you know more. I rate this fruit a 4 out of 10. You can't get hit by sword. It's pretty good nonetheless. The next fruit I'll talk about is the Kilo no Mi fruit. It's a paramecia type fruit, and the looks of it is a black transparent-ish color. It's one of the worst fruits. It's so bad. It's just bad. You can just float and go down again and just smash the ground. That's basically it. It's pretty bad. I rate this fruit a 1 out of 10. Now we'll move on to uncommon. And the first uncommon fruit is the Gum fruit, the Gomu no Mi. It's a paramecia type fruit, and it looks like it's a very round fruit with spiral patterns to it. It's purple as well, so yeah, it's quite easy to see. It's decent, but it's not the best. It's not really the best, so I will rate this one a 5, no, maybe a 4 out of 10, yes. The next fruit I'll talk about is Doku no Mi, the Venom fruit, poison fruit. It's a paramecia fruit, but it looks like a Logia fruit, but it's a paramecia, so don't mix those up. It's pretty good in combat. It's the only uncommon fruit that can fly. All the other uncommons can't really fly, so it's the best transportation for the uncommon fruits. The moves are quite similar to the Magma fruit, but the damage is just not that good in damage. So yeah, I will rate this one a 5 out of 10. The next fruit I'll talk about is the Bari no Mi, the berry fruit. It's a paramecia fruit, and the looks of it is like a very circle-ish, very round, green, glossy look of it. It's a pure green, so it's pretty easy to see. This fruit is pretty bad. It's not really good for combat. It's better for just trolling people and trolling auto-clickers because you can trap them. Not really good. So I rate this one a, I don't know, 4 out of 10. Now we move on to rare fruits, and the first rare fruit I will talk about is the Phoenix fruit, and it's a mythical Soen type fruit. People say it's Logia, but it's not Logia. You can still hit them without using a haki. This is the best fruit for flying. It's the fastest flying fruit in this game currently. You should get it if you like hunting the fruit. The bad thing is it's so bad in combat, damage and stuff like that. PvP, you can't, or farm, you can't hurt anyone with Phoenix. You can only fly. It's not the best fruit for combat, but it's pretty good for flying, and it can regenerate like crazy when you have high stats in their fruit. So it's pretty good in regeneration. You can tank Luffy hits almost when maxed out. But I rate this fruit a 8 out of 10 because of the regeneration and the speed of the flight. The next fruit I'll talk about is the Opi no Mi fruit, the Opi fruit. It's a paramecia type fruit, and it looks like a red heart with the spiral patterns on it. It's pretty OP in PvP, but it's pretty bad in farming. The best thing about the fruit is that you can take other people's heart just by being close to them and just press a button. You take their hearts and you just click 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they're dead, just like that. It doesn't matter what level you are, you'll die instantly in 5 clicks. It's a pretty good fruit for plain. It's for simple combat or simple PvP to avoid death, for example. And okay, I have open Omi, so I can show you how big my room is. Depending on your Dofruit stats, I have maxing Dofruit stats. You can make bigger rooms. So let me try to catch the whole island because I can do that. So I hold set to make a bigger room. Get out of here, and boom. Look at that. I think it covers the whole island. Let me just teleport over here. And let's go up this tree. Up this tree. Let's just jump. There we go. Yes, I think it covers almost a whole island. There's some spots there. So yeah, it's pretty good for you. So now this is my zone. I can just teleport wherever I wish to inside this room, and nobody can really stop me. So yeah, I really like OP, so I rate this one a 9 out of 10 actually, for it's just insane OPness. The next fruit I'll talk about is the Yami no Mi, the dark fruit. This fruit is a Logia type fruit, but it's not really Logia. You absorb the hit and you receive twice the damage what you would usually receive. So it's a very bad fruit actually. But to balance that out, they did some crazy damage on the Yami. When you have it max stats, it deals like crazy. You kill people so fast. And it looks like a purple pineapple, light purple pineapple. So yeah, with the sharp edges. So yeah, it doesn't look like chop at all. It's quite different. The next fruit I'll talk about is the Mera no Mi. It's a Logia type fruit. It's an orange fruit, very round fruit, and it got like flame patterns on it. So it's quite easy to see what's a Mera. Well, the fruit's not really that good for combat. It doesn't deal a lot of damage, but it can fly. It's pretty good to fly with. I would rate this fruit maybe a 7 out of 10. And hello there, random guy. Nice shirt and pants you have. I really like them. Yeah, the next fruit I'll explain is the Hito no Mi, the string fruit. It's a Paramecia type fruit, and it looks like a pear, a white pear, with spiral patterns on it. And the moves are not the best, but it's pretty decent nonetheless. You can create clones to passive train. You don't need to. You can just create a clone and they'll hit NPCs for you. It does have a transportation move, but it's not really that good. You can like swing around. That's pretty much it. I haven't seen the max stats of a Hito no Mi, but I think it's pretty good. But I would rate this a 6 out of 10 from my personal experience with it. So not the best fruit, or maybe a 7 out of 10. Yeah, 7 out of 10. I'll rate a 7 out of 10. There we go. The next fruit I'll talk about is Pika no Mi, the light fruit. This fruit is insane. It's pretty good actually, and it's a Logia type fruit, and it looks the looks of it is a yellow. It's got a yellow neon color to it. It's the only yellow fruit there is, I think. Yeah, it is. It's insanely good because its transportation is so much faster than Mera and Hito, but it's not faster than Phoenix, sadly. But it's pretty good with PvP. It can damage so much, and it comes with a light sword, and that light sword deals so much damage as well. So it's pretty OP. I would rate this fruit a 10 out of 10 because of its just pure OPness. The next one I'll talk about is the Magu no Mi, the Magma fruit. And what it does is what it looks like. It's a Logia fruit. I mean, it looks like a red pepper, a very slim one, and it's got a red neon color to it as well, so you'll see it easily. It's insanely OP because of its damage. Jeez, this fruit deals the most damage out of every fruit. It doesn't have any transportation moves, so you have to either walk or use a boat to go around, but other than that, it's pretty OP nonetheless. I'll rate this one a 10 out of 10. The next fruit I'll talk about is the Hito no Mi model something. I don't know. I don't remember. It's the Buddha fruit, and it's a mythical Soen type, and it looks like a very deformed version of the Gum fruit, brownish yellow-ish color. And this fruit is not really good for PvP nor farming. Well, maybe good for farming, because this gives you a lot of HP when you have high stats in the fruit, and you'll become very strong. When not strong in the damage, but strong in defense. So yeah, it's pretty good for tanking. So, but I haven't really experienced it so much. So I'll just rate it a 6 out of 10, I suppose. It's not. I heard it's bad. I heard it's pretty bad. But yeah, I'll just rate it like that. My personal opinions. The next fruit I'll talk about is the Moku no Mi, the smoke fruit, and it's a Logia type fruit, and it looks like a very deformed fruit, a white deformed fruit. Smoke-ish. It's like a smoke-ish fruit. I don't know what to really say to it, but it's not really that good because it only got 3 moves. And the first move is just a punch, like a smoke punch. And the second move is pretty good for combos actually. when you hit them, you trap them, and they get stuck like for some seconds, and you can use your sword and just whack them dead while they're stuck. They can't use any moves or run away. They're stuck. So it's pretty good for combos, but other than that, it's not really great. And it can also fly, like Mera, but it's not fast. So I would rate this one, I don't know, 6 out of 10, maybe. The next fruit I'll talk about is the Gura no Mi, the Quake fruit. It's a Paramecia type fruit, and it looks like Hito no Mi, but it's light blue. And this fruit is insanely good for damage and PP. Well, not insanely, but it's pretty good, very good for that. And it's pretty good for crashing the server and lagging the server. So yeah, if you want to troll people, then use that. It can crash server. Some moves are spammable, so it's pretty annoying actually. So I would rate this fruit a 8 out of 10 for its annoyingness and coolness, I would say. The next fruit I'll talk about is the ice fruit, the Hie no Mi fruit. It's Logia type fruit, and it looks like Mera, exactly like Mera, the same model. It's just light blue. That's it, light blue. The moves are pretty OP because you can farm Luffy with it while using the gun method. You can just shoot and just use the 2 moves of ice, and it'll shoot projectiles, ice projectiles. That does a lot of damage. You're gonna level up so fast by using the method with ice, so it's pretty good leveling fruit. And Ice's fruit is pretty good because it can stun people like crazy. You can trap them in ice, and you can hit them with the ice sword that you get from it, and they'll just end up dead. They can't do anything about it. I rated 9 out of 10 for its OPness, but it's not the best fruit, but it's pretty good nonetheless. The next fruit I'll talk about is Goro no Mi, lightning fruit, and it's a Logia type fruit, and it looks like Gura and Hito, but dark blue, a little bit dark blue. And it's not really good for combat nor training, so I don't really recommend it, but it's really good for teleportation. If you can teleport to islands really quickly, and you can use the trident. You can form the staff into a trident. I would rate this fruit maybe a 7 out of 10. Yeah, 7 out of 10. The last fruit I'll talk about, the newest fruit from the day I'm recording this, it's the Kage no Mi, the shadow fruit. And this fruit is not really good, sadly. You can create clones like Hito, and you can trap them like a barrier, but it doesn't last forever, the trap. You don't do a lot of damage, and it's really bad actually. It's just really bad. So I don't really recommend this fruit. I would say it's a 5 out of 10 on my ratings, yes. Ugh, my voice is destroyed now, but thank you all for watching, and join my Discord by the way if you haven't, because it's awesome. I do giveaways and events and such like that, yes, and you can play with me if you want to. Very nice. And I'll see you all lads in next video. Peace out. Boy, it's your man, Young Josh A coming through with the plan. I wrote a couple songs and I gained a couple lives.